My name is Joe Biden. I'm Dr. Joe Biden's husband.
Where are those laughs coming from?
And I ate Jenny's ice cream, chocolate chip.
Sounds like someone breaking in.
It's just the storm, Barack. Sit down.
I'm fighting zombies because I heard I would get chocolate chip ice cream.
What the fuck is happening?
By the way, I have a whole refrigerator full upstairs. You think I'm kidding? I'm not. God.
Joe, take your meds.
Oh, sorry, Elon. I forgot what time it was. Hopefully this storm passes soon. It's so dangerous.
Agreed, Joe. So dangerous.
All lies will be exposed.
Oh my God, my balls are freezing off. What a great way to start the show. Hey, no, seriously. It's 1 degree outside here in the city of Chicago. So to my Chicago audience, check in on your people, call your people, your friends, your family, make sure that they are safe and okay, nice and warm. Help out if you can. Start your car if you can. I got to start my car too. Oh my God, it's so cold. I don't want to boot up and suit up, but I have to because I'm going Christmas tree shopping. Well, I mean, I'm gonna get like a Charlie Brown kind of tree, you know. Yeah, so there you go. By the way, shout out to Charlie Brown Politics, also 6 Mass Extinction, and Ryan Clark and Dana Fairbanks. You guys have been sharing Hard Lens Media on X, and I just want to say to you four in particular, God, I love you. Thank you, and that goes for everyone. I love everyone. I hope you're doing well. Please stay warm, everybody, because it's getting cold out there. If you don't have to go outside, okay, don't go outside. Now, yours truly, I have been busting my wazoo wide open. That's right, in deep. You know, just having doing a lot of work, a lot of stuff, a lot of work, and that's how it is. But you know what? It's a Sunday brunch time, so grab yourself a mimosa, smoke a bowl, do some shrooms, chew on some Coca-Colas, whatever you need to do to get you through this Sunday morning. If you're going to work, be safe. That's an order. If you're coming home from work, be safe. And if it's your day off, hey, you could be booty naked and watching HLM. All right. Good to see everybody here. We got Gators in the chat. Spring weather here, not to brag. Well, Lady Alex, I love you, but don't be a bully. Do not be a bully. All right. Kid is a tree murderer. Not if it's a fake tree. There you go. Let's see. I got, you got black uni Gryphon. Do you have the booger sugar kind of snow or just regular kind of snow? There you go. Save the trees, save the bees, save the whales, save the snails. There you go. If you know that reference, I love you. There you go. Lady Alex says, LOL. Trans Gemini, can you see me? I can see you. Kick people, let me know what's going on here. Which, by the way, I gotta share my Kick stream. Just reminded about that. We got ourselves a huge show today. So gigantic, it's going to be in your face. Let me just share Kick live on the air, live on with Kick. There you go, live on Saturday Night Live. All right, folks, we got a super show Sunday on Saturday. On Saturday, we did talk a lot about online media censorship and suppression, and I had one patron supporter, I'll leave them anonymous, who told me that when they did like a YouTube highlight reel, even though they watch Hard Lens Media and do dissidents religiously, both of our channels were not in their thing. Now, maybe that could be a fluke, you know, but, you know, I just wanted to say, folks, what lies in store. So pay attention. I don't want to cause any fear, but I have a video segment that's going to be really rough and scares it scares me. It scares me so much. So there you go. Hey, let's see. There you go. All right. Yes, chopping down a tree. I'm not chopping down a tree. Don't, guys. There you go. Oh, Black Uni Griffin. That happened to you also? Okay, I did not know. But anyways, that's fake news. So what if Kit owns the axe? Trey cut down the tree. I don't own an axe. Oh. Oh, Trans Gemini. Good with the family. Good with the family, as you guys should. But let's get started now. You're here for Sunday brunch, so you're here for the news. And this Sunday brunch is about censorship. I know. Kit, you keep talking about it. Well, because something's coming our way and it ain't pretty. All right. I know that Hardlands Media, we've talked about this, and I want to give a shout out to Russell and Keaton from Due Dissidence, even Jimmy Dore too as well, because I know Due Dissidence will be going live later this Sunday, I think 6 p.m., I believe my time, but I want to give them a shout out here too, because there's a fallout here with the Erica Kirk Barry Weiss interview. And there's one video segment in particular that has me on edge. And I'm going to say this to all of my colleagues, those who know Hardlands Media and those who don't know Hardlands Media, those who are supporters and those who are the haters and the trolls. There is a wave of censorship that I see coming our way where Barry Weiss says something needs to be done about social media. Well, something needs to be done about CBS, because never once have I witnessed a 100-year-old brand go down the crapper so fast. I thought CNN was going to go belly up. I did not have on my bingo card CBS. So, hey, look, y'all know how I feel about CNN, but CBS, what were you thinking? And this has to do with the aftermath of her interview with Erica Kirk. Now, I want to be consistent on this, and I want to be very on point with this. When Charlie Kirk got assassinated, I said right then and there that this is going to open up a doorway for censorship. And throughout this entire year of 2025, even before Charlie Kirk's assassination, there have been hints and little jabs here all across social media, not just YouTube, but all across social media, of content creators, and I'm disappearing, content creators being hit across the board in various ways. And now here we have someone on a large platform. Yes, I know, CBS. Now saying that something needs to be done about social media. I'm going to play it in its full entirety so you guys can hear it.
He was murdered 3 months ago. If you go on the internet, and if frankly it is leapt beyond the internet now into real life, and you talk to many seemingly sane people, they do not believe that the 22-year-old named Tyler Robinson that has been arrested and charged with his murder is the actual murderer.
Who did they think? Yeah.
They believe any number of theories. They believe that Erica Kirk was his Mossad handler and that he was killed by a foreign government. They believed that she was tracked by Egyptian planes. They believe that the rings on her hand are signs of Illuminati. The theories themselves are absurd. What matters is that, because she speaks about this in the interview, the brain rot that social media is allowing to spread, the way that it is detaching us from humanity, from our ability to talk to one another and our ability to discern the truth from just out and out lies, is something that is incredibly important as a theme, I think.
Okay, that is very, very concerning for all of us. That's right. And everyone. I don't care if you don't like each other. Hell, I don't care if you like each other. I don't care if you love each other. Hey, boomers, Gen Xers, millennials, Gen Z, black, white, brown, no matter what religion you are, color your skin, who you worship, who you vote for, Republicans, Trump supporters, Democrats, latte drinking liberals, socialists, diehard communists, libertarians, people who just don't even give a damn. You know that's code word for? We will keep an eye out for you, and we are going to dictate what you can see and hear. And if you post something that ain't right with the narrative, you are going to get smashed. But oh, wait, we've seen that before with the Hunter Biden laptop story and everything else. And I do mean everything else. Everything. Think about the last 8 years, stuff that you couldn't talk about. You can kind of talk about it now, but stuff you even couldn't even talk about, stuff you couldn't even address about, talking about this brain rot on social media. People are asking questions. Now, to be clear here, look, there's a lot of questions that need to be asked. And it's bigger than just Charlie Kirk. It's just, okay, if you're talking about just Charlie Kirk, okay, well, if that's the thing we're going to chop down on, not ask questions about, well, what else can we do? What else can be done? What else will not be allowed to be discussed about? But we have been through it before in many experimental little tests. Remember the 2020 lockdowns? Remember that stuff? Remember a lot of our colleagues and friends in independent media? Oh, wait. Stop the presses. 2018. Remember when good old Alex Jones was kicked off of social media? People forget that. I remember talking about it on the radio. And just so you guys know, What else happened in 2018? A lot of progressive groups, pro Bernie Sanders groups, activists, libertarians, everyone was being hit on social media. It was small and subtle. No one really noticed it. But has anyone noticed how it's just been up and up to 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11? That kind of stuff saying that like there's brain rot here. Well, people are asking questions. People are asking questions. People are asking questions. And when you are in a world where now you have Congress looking to stamp down on social media, especially with the big brain tactics that you've seen on Twitch and other social media platforms, I think 2026, we're going to witness a full-on implementation of online suppression. I want to play this video again one more time here, just so you guys can see it. One more time. Uno momento, por favor.
He was murdered 3 months ago. If you go on the internet, and if, frankly, it is leapt beyond the internet now into real life, and you talk to many seemingly sane people, they do not believe that the 22-year-old named Tyler Robinson that has been arrested and charged with his murder is the actual murderer.
Who did they think? Yeah.
They believe any number of theories. They believe that Erica Kirk was his Mossad handler and that he was killed by a foreign government. They believed that she was tracked by Egyptian planes. They believe that the rings on her hand are signs of Illuminati. The theories themselves are absurd. What matters is that, because she speaks about this in the interview, the brain rot that social media is allowing to spread, the way that
Okay, right there. What social media is being allowed to spread. Well, the thing is, this isn't the first time social media spreads anything, okay? Be it stuff of intellectual curiosity, political discourse, and yes, sometimes there's plain old stupidity that just goes viral. Well, what exactly are you calling for? More oversight? I mean, the systems are in place. They are in place. What more is it? Is it going to get to the point to where a private citizen, or is that perhaps maybe a new channel or new content creators cannot come around that'll only belong to those who will read the narrative? So I guess everybody, heads up, if you say something that ain't right, Electrical Police, Commissariat Hans and Deputy Fritz, hello, are going to be knocking at your door. Or either that, you are not going to have any kind of presence on social media whatsoever.
media is allowing to spread, the way that it is detaching us from humanity, from our ability to talk to one another and our ability to discern the truth from just out and out lies, is something that is incredibly important as a theme, I think.
By the way, I just want to say that CBS, CNN, MSNBC, also known as Miss Now, Fox News, all of them, they too have also spread their fair share of lies. Remember when there were WMDs in Iraq? Oh, wait, that didn't happen. Does anyone remember the fact that when all the media was saying that the Hunter Biden laptop story was fake? Oh, wait. See, hold on. And I'm pretty sure all of you are clever enough to look back past the veil and say, oh, I remember when they screwed up too. See, what they don't like is that everyone is talking to each other. Everyone is speaking to each other. Now, I know that, yes, online discourse, online community, X, communications, people who hide behind politics, it's a cesspool. I'm not asking any one of us to be friends. I'm not asking any one of us to hold hands by the campfire and say, hey, I think you're pretty awesome. What I am asking all of you to do is be self-aware of when you have people like this saying that there should be some kind of oversight over social media. I mean, the systems are there. They are there. Okay. We don't need any more oversight. Any more oversight, well then, hey, your favorite content creator will be Thanos out of existence. And we're already seeing on different countries just how ridiculous the social media surveillance can be. When you have people in the UK being arrested for a meme or a joke, or either that, a post maybe 10 years ago, that's pretty stupid. Or either that when you have another country dictating who can use social media, like Australia. I mean, come on. Let's be clear here. Something ain't right. I want to pull up something else here, too. Something else that is a little bit concerning. Not related to CBS, but just as harsh.
This seems very clear to me. My only hope is that I can be there in the room when they flip the switch and take his life. I want him dead. I want the death penalty handed down against him and anyone who helped him. And I will be gleeful on the day it is carried out. I honestly don't know how that squares with my Catholic faith, to be honest. We're not real pro the state killing people.
Just want to say, look, all right. When you go on social media, start saying stuff like that, and then also using faith. I mean, just got to remember, we're all humans. None of us are perfect, but mercy is the highest nobility there is. I know. Mercy.
Or humans taking other humans' lives, whether it's in the womb or in the course of a crime. But we are pro-justice. And the Bible does say an eye for an eye. And there is no deterrence. I'm sorry, the deterrence, I do believe, requires the death penalty in the most heinous of cases. And I do believe it should be reserved for the most heinous of cases. And this is that. Charlie was shot down in the prime of his life. He had so much yet to offer. He was a loving father of two. He and Erica adored one another, lived for one another. They had so much yet to do. She wanted 4 children. So did he. He desperately wanted 4 kids. They have 2 and will never have another. Everything he's been cheated out of, everything those children were cheated out of, every happiness Erica has been cheated out of, everything the world, the country, a future president, we all believe that we've been cheated out of. He deserves to be put to death when he's convicted of this crime, which in my strong legal opinion, he should be.
I want to pull up something else here too.
Erica, as you know, the last person that Charlie ever spoke to was a Utah Valley student named Hunter Kozak. He was asking Charlie a question that day when he was shot, and he's here tonight, and he wants to ask you a question.
Hi there. Erica, I want to tell you how much I appreciate your calls for peace and unity, and I'm likewise horrified by the people in my so-called camp who were cheering about Charlie's murder. I believe that they stoke the flames of violence. But even worse is when powerful, influential people on either side of the aisle stoke the flames. When they do it, the flames can become an inferno. And this leads me to Donald Trump, the most powerful and influential person on earth, who has more responsibility than anyone else to put the flames out. Just last month, President Trump called on 6 Democratic lawmakers to be tried for sedition, which he clarified was punishable by death. He then reposted a simple message: hang them. I think that you've been making strides to bring peace to our country, and that turning point has been asking Democrats to decry the individuals who cheer for violence. I have and will continue to decry them. But any good faith effort to stop political violence must hold both parties to the same standard and expectation. So in that spirit, will you condemn the violent rhetoric of Donald Trump, the most powerful and influential person on earth?
I appreciate your question.
I didn't want to say anything, but I've been just monitoring just the facial expressions. That's all. If you've been doing that, just let me know.
You know my heart. Why would I ever say, yes, go murder people? This is so much deeper than just one. I understand your sentiment. I do. But this is also so much deeper than just one person. This starts at the home, okay? This starts with family. This starts with a seed that grows and grows. You can choose to have evil in your heart, or you can choose to have light.
It's more complicated than that. Good and evil. Hope and despair. It's much more complicated than that. By the way, look, when I hit the pause button, yours truly does get a little nervous, okay? Just saying.
What you consume and what you absorb from the outside world will manifest itself. No, I will never agree with political violence. My husband is a victim of it. I'm a victim of it. But what I'm trying to say here is that we can blame everyone else. We have to look in the mirror. When you become a father, when you become a mother, how are you raising your kids? Are you taking responsibility, or are you giving them a device and saying, go down that rabbit hole? I'm trying to go to Pilates class. You can just sit in the corner and look at your iPad or look at your phone and go down that rabbit hole and see what you can learn from that instead of being a parent. So my call to action from that is, parents, step up. Do you want your kid to be a thought leader or an assassin?
Okay. All right. Look. Yeah. Look, I'm all on board. I am all on board for families getting involved, people talking to each other, having a nice little coffee, little sit down chat. All right. But not everyone's going to have that, and in turn, there is the issue of like people who are just never going to be well, no matter how much help you give them. Okay. And the problem on social media is that you have a small percentage of really crazy, unhinged people that once they do something, it all automatically has a long range ripple effect. But when you then have the people in positions of authority who sit upon the throne in the ivory towers, who then start dictating what can be seen on social media, what should be clamped down on social media, that's a far more greater danger. Because then it looks like the truth is being hidden. Oh, wait, it doesn't look like it. It is. And we've seen it be implemented before, time and again, over and over again, when the truth gets censored and suppressed, when the truth gets pushed aside. And when you push aside the truth, you're going to get anger because people want to share their opinion. That's what the internet's about. That's one of the greatest things of the internet. If you have a point to where everyone is now looking at this CBS interview, a lot of people are not going to let this just pass away. And we already seen right now that the fight between Candace Owens and Turning Point USA, it's not going to simmer away. It's not just going to disappear. In fact, the recent live stream in which she was on the Jimmy Dore show, over around 35,000, maybe 40,000 people tuned in to check that out. That went live on Friday morning. All right. That's when it went down. Craziest show. Checked it out. My goodness. Because people are following it. People are asking questions. Now, in this day and age where everything has a title and a click and a thumbnail, everyone's guilty of it. Everyone's guilty of consuming it. Even those that call for censorship. Because when you have the need or want to express the opinion that something needs to be done on social media, what more can be done that hasn't been done already? That's a serious, legit question. I need to ask this because while there were problems with censorship and suppression, 2016, 2019, it wasn't as bad. It was not as bad. Let's just include that year. But if we look from 2020 onwards, because let's be clear here, 2016, it was the beginning of woke. It's the beginning of, cancel culture. A lot of latte drinking liberals, especially from the Vote Blue, no matter who industrial complex, were getting their way. The template was being set up 2016, 2019, and then in turn, 2020 to 2024, Jesus Christ, who wasn't being canceled, who wasn't being censored, who wasn't getting a warning or a guideline strike or anything else in between, who wasn't? If you didn't get one, you weren't cool. Well, if you weren't getting one, wow, somehow you flew on the radar. But it's already there. It's already there. Like, how much more bulkier and stronger do you need to make the online censorship and suppression already? How much needs to be done? What are the powers that be that are afraid of? They're afraid of people talking to each other. They're afraid of people communicating with each other. They're afraid of people actually asking questions and having conversations. I want to play this again just one more time, folks. Just so you guys know, this is the aftermath of her interview with Erica Kirk.
He was murdered 3 months ago. If you go on the internet, and if, frankly, it is leapt beyond the internet now into real life, and you talk to many seemingly sane people, They do not believe that the 22-year-old named Tyler Robinson that has been arrested and charged with his murder is the actual murderer.
Who did they think? Yeah.
They believe any number of theories. They believe that Erica Kirk was his Mossad handler and that he was killed by a foreign government. They believed that she was tracked by Egyptian planes. They believe that the rings on her hand are signs of Illuminati. The theories themselves are absurd. What matters is that, because she speaks about this in the interview, the brain rot that social media is allowing to spread, the way that it is detaching us from humanity, from our ability to talk to one another and our ability to discern the truth from just out and out lies, is something that is incredibly important as a theme, I think.
That's what.
So she.
One other thing here too. Okay. I don't want to be clear on this. You know what I want to know about? Like, and again, Bad Cooks is saying this about Eric Kirk most. Where are the Epstein files they voted to release? Where are they, Mike Johnson? The vote passed. Where are the Epstein files? Bad Cookies. If you think this story has a happy ending, you have not been paying attention. My wonderful good friend, no, you're not going to the White House counselor, and no, you're not going to the subway. You're going to sit right down and repeat the course over and over again. Remember the first lesson. There is no war in Ba Sing Se. There are no redacted files. What? You really think they're going to release all of it? I mean, yes, the vote happened. That was historic. Now they get to drag their feet, and now they're hoping everyone forgets it. And now they want to make sure everything is hidden. Because remember, and I've had this fear, because I actually saw a recent movie about good old Bernie Madoff, right? Starring Robert De Niro. What I found interesting in that is how quickly, and of course there's a little bit more to the story, but how quickly, Madoff was like, yeah, I'm guilty. Didn't go through the process. He just said, yep, guilty. Just rip that Band-Aid right off. So the defense lawyers don't do anything. Just, yeah, it's all like, and it was quick. Everyone was shocked, from the victims to the FBI, media. Everyone was like, why is he doing it? Why is he doing it? Because, he just knew, like, all right, show's over. Nothing to see here, folks. And I fear that's what's going to happen with the FBI. Like, names will be dropped, or either that, they'll be released, and then what? What are we expecting? The long arm of the law? Some people have either hidden themselves. Some people have made sure that they're well protected behind a shield wall. Remember how you couldn't talk about that story too? All lies will be exposed. But what worries me is what lies in store for next year. They're talking about social media. Right now, everyone's going to be going on their little winter holiday break from Christmas to New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. And then sometime in January, going into February, it's going to trickle in. It's going to trickle in, and everyone's going to get hit in one form or another. Everyone's being hit. Everyone is. Which, by the way, I want to acknowledge one person on Discord. Apparently, I just want to give a shout to somebody on Discord. It says, I also forgot to mention, what we're seeing here is the GOP desperately looking for their own Hassan Piker, to which I would have to say, GOP, don't be that stupid. I mean, everyone stop it. Stop it. Get help. Get help. Get help. Stop it. Stop it already with this madness. Okay? Everyone needs to take 2 steps back. And I'm going to say this as a content creator, because I have a podcast here. I like to give my opinions here. I don't want the next generation or previous generations to be warped up to listening to one person and listening to this person as though they are a high authority. You know what makes a good content creator? You know what makes an epic podcaster? You know what makes a great person who is at least going to give their opinion, talk about the news and current events? If that said audience also challenges said podcaster, commentator, gives their own opinions. You, my audience, are the best audience I could ever ask for. And I hope we can continue on with this journey. I do this show because of you guys. I do this show because all of you have made me question. I try and respond to everything. I see all the emails, Discord, and everything else. And the one thing I'm proud of is, holy cow, how did I get lightning in a bottle? How did I pull that off? It happened naturally. But what I don't want is more restrictions put upon you, because you subscribers make the show happen. And you do this for all your favorite content creators. When you subscribe, you are entitled and deserve to know when your favorite content creator goes live or uploads content. But if we get what I fear is coming down the road, it's more work for you, and it's not fair for you, the viewer, or any of your other friends on social media. Asking questions will soon be illegal in a world of lies. Looking for the truth will be illegal in a world of lies. And as we all know, a great prophet once said, and may he forever remain relevant in our hearts always.
All lies will be exposed.
As they should be. As they should be. Shout out to my audience. Shout out to my audience. Shout out to my audience. Loving you guys. All right. There you go. Hey, keep being awesome. Keep on being awesome. Listen, look. I have my opinions on Hassan and Vosh, Whoosh, whatever, all them people, okay? I pretend, it's just like I pretend to try and understand like the idea of it, like who these, like how many people have swarmed to them. It's fascinating, but whatever. It is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. So there you go. Okay. And by the way, Dan Barr says, politics is not a study of left versus right. It's a study of relationship with power. Absolutely. All right. And also, we got a YouTube super chat from Roger Meadows. By the way, Roger Meadows' X account is still wrongly terminated. Please, everyone, we got a lot of people tuning in. Hit the like button. It does boost up the algorithm and rhyme. Please do so for Roger Meadows. Politely on X. Politely, please. Politely on X. Tell X to restore his account, please. With a cherry on top, that would be ever so nice. I would like that. I think I would like it. There you go. So shout out to Roger Meadows. You said there's advice that you gave us. Hold on. It's not loading up, Roger. If it does, okay. Let's see. Okay, Roger Meadows says all the following disinformation was told by legacy legacy media that advertisers use to drive the narrative. They all did this when social media barely had a foothold. Legacy media lied about Iraq, Bernie, Jill Stein, Trump, Russiagate, and everything else. Legacy media lied about Joe Biden's apparent cognitive decline. Legacy media lied about the Hunter Biden laptop story. Legacy media lied about torture with black sites. Yep. Legacy media lied about the wars. Shout out to Roger Meadows. Legacy media lied about, or more or less, covered up how the DNC selects for us who they want to nominate for the president general election, and about fooling us into believing that there were primary voters that had a say. Yeah, primary voters don't have a say. Your other things that you sent me are not loading in, Roger. I think X is still screwing you over, which is not fair. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like it when my audience gets censored. I hate that. But now we're going to have a little bit of fun. We're going to have a little bit of fun here. Now, I don't do this. I don't do this out of malice. But I will say this. The realm of social media is falling apart. So let's talk about this. Let's go ahead and talk about this. Let's do it. Hang on. All right. Hot hands, the puppy shocker. Okay, wait. Because we're going to talk a little bit about Hassan, okay? Twitch, and I get to drag it around. Twitch is an interesting social media platform. Twitch is fascinating to me. It's an interesting case study. Shout out to Case Study QB, in which, they're owned by a multi-billion-dollar, dare I say it, potentially, in my opinion, $1 trillion industry, Amazon. All right, there's no denying. Amazon's got that power. It's got that juice, baby. And the thing is, when Amazon purchased Twitch in 2014, Twitch really hasn't been, ka-ching, 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 giving the money back. But there is a realm of favoritism there. And we all know right now that there are some lawsuits happening. There's some legal quandaries that Twitch is in, but also a lot of Twitch streamers are in some quandaries here too. We all know about the Ethan Klein lawsuit against Frogan, Denims, and I think Casey Tron. I believe Casey Tron settled. Yes, no, that did happen. I was watching a video from Legal Mindset. She did settle with Ethan Klein, right? Denims and Frogan, though, are still, I think, in a little bit of some trouble. What was interesting when I saw the Casey Tron, commentary was overall, at least allegedly, or at least not allegedly, it's at least what she read, that Hassan did not help her out, not one single bit, at least allegedly. Or who knows? Because Hassan's saying something else. Everyone's going to be saying something else. But I find his grip. And Abba and Preach even talked about this. Shout out to Abba and Preach. Dr. Nick, this one's for you, man. Dr. Nick, this one's for you, man. This one's for you, brother. Because a lot of people have noticed Hassan's grip on the streamer influence. And I know people are looking for, or at least what I read in the previous segment, GOP is looking for its own Hassan Piker, which, no, I don't want to see that happen. Because there's always that influence, that grip, that reach, that power, that control, that juice.
Because
Thanks.
But it's interesting how they're all, even her, she's walking back her comments about the collar being too tight. She's doing these explanations, and I don't know. It's interesting watching all these people bend over backward. Remember when you said if they love dogs, they're gonna have a problem? She loves dogs. She's a huge. She gonna lie up there. Yeah, she gonna lie, and people do that. I think humans are complicated, and then sometimes they just abandon certain things in the face of certain situations, and I think that's what's happening here.
I can't trust her either, man. Her face don't move when she talks. All right.
So this is Dr. K, who's a therapist.
Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. A little out of pocket there. A little bit out of pocket there with that statement.
Her either, man. Her face don't move when she talks.
That's not nice. Okay, it's funny. It's funny. Her face don't move when she talks. Is it AI?
All right.
So this is Dr. K, who's a therapist. He spends a lot of time on Twitch, like doing a lot of talks in regards to social issues and issues relating to mental health.
There's a lot of pent up stuff, I think, that's specifically towards Hassan. So I know, for example, that, and I'm not saying this is true or not true. I'm just saying that with the creators that I've worked with, one of the things that there are a handful of communities that they're really scared of, and Hassan's is one of them.
Now, I have also heard this juicy gossip too. I got some friends who live in California, No, at no point are they big time players or huge players in the streaming world or anything like that. But they have shared with me some very interesting stories about the big time titans and how they have people walk their dogs, wash their cars, clean their house, allegedly even serve food just so they can get the figgy pudding of getting the favoritism of, oh yeah, I'm a streamer. Listen. What's coming our way? And if you're a parent and you got a kid who wants to be involved in online streaming, encourage it, but remind them, hey, you better have a real job because things are going to get rough out there. Very rough, really quick. And there are vipers and monsters out there. A realm of favoritism that is unchecked, unbalanced, and communities that you need to remember that episode. Remember that movie, Star Trek. The last Star Trek was Captain Kirk in it. I believe it was what not the Journey Home or something like that. It was The Undiscovered Country, where the Klingon bird of prey is invisible and Kirk is noticing something. So it's like wait, back off, and the Enterprise backs off. That's the mindset everyone should have. Everyone should have in the realm of social media. It's an evil world out there.
There are a handful of communities that they're really scared of, and Hassan's is one of them. I'm not saying that that's justified or not justified. I'm not saying it's true or not true, but just for whatever reason, right? And when people say, I'll ask them like, why, right? What concerns you about? And I think it has something to do with his size, his rigidity.
I was talking about this, but
hey, no talk about the wang bone.
As a compliment to Hassan, I guess. Go to
I'm sorry.
to tie it all in. I think this story to me is more so about his control over the people around him and all these creators and how they all have to toe the line. I didn't realize how much.
Had to pause there. No, there is. Everyone has to toe the line. There is. It's out there. Now, a lot of people, you know, if they're willing to walk someone's dog, wash their car, make them food, be a house sitter, just so they can be in that sphere, that influence, that orbit. Remember, there's a price to it. Once you do that, they'll give you some of the figgy pudding. But then you also have to do things that they will ask you to do. Things you may not want to do. Make comments or watch or do or say things you may not want to do, just so long as the views keep coming in. Nobody talks about that. This is why, in many ways, with the problem that Twitch is facing, I'm kind of happy about it. But I just want to pull this up here too. And hold on, I'm looking at this in two perspectives when I play this video. Dr. Nick, this one's also for you. It's broken.
And Twitch streaming sucks. I fucking hate it. It's been bad for a few months.
Yeah, but just have fun with it. Like, if you have fun with it, it doesn't matter. Forget about the money. Just have fun.
It's my job, though. I have to focus on the fucking money.
I'm going to tell you guys, I'm going to let you out in a little bit of a secret here. Everyone on social media has been saying the same thing, even from channels that are 10 times my size, who don't even do independent media. Hey, what's going on with our subscribers? Well, how come our viewers aren't being notified throughout this entire year? I feel a little vindicated, you know, but you don't see me doing like, yeah, woo, I was right. It's like, oh God. Oh, I don't like it that I'm right. Everyone. Now, she's also got legal troubles too. You know, and she's got those nails. Hey, everyone should be glammed up, but if you ain't bringing in the views right now, you need to save every single penny.
I know you do, but that's unfortunately, like, you can't control the money. You can only control the content, you know? Like, you can't control how much money people give you. That's not going to be something you can control. You can just control on how much fun you have, and then hopefully the money will come, you know?
I guess.
No. It's like honestly, like, you can't control it. People are hurting right now. It's not a great time for anyone to like be giving, you know, discretionary funds. So if you just have fun, like, you're gonna make money. Like, do your fun stuff. I love when I see you. I was just fucking with you, but I really do like when you do like silly stuff. You're really funny at that stuff. Like the Joker thing that we did together, that was hilarious. I'll come back to streaming if you do Joker.
Nobody wants you back.
Everybody
Finish your fucking YouTube video first before you come back to stream.
I got yelled at today by my editor. He was gonna text you. He was so mad at me. I was like, I'm sorry.
Why?
I got really yelled at. Like, I got fucking. He threatened to quit.
Why?
Because I kept changing it. He was like, if I have to edit this one more time, I'm fucking stopping. And I was like, I'm so sorry.
Yes, exactly. So first of all, not a conversation you need to have, because right now, look, hey, everyone across the board, especially this year, has been hurting badly. And I think the streaming world on Twitch specifically is going to be heading towards a big collapse. There's going to be a big collapse. And I think with the advent of AI, with the push of AI, more people are going to be replaced, and more people's content is going to be hit hard. There's a control happening, and look, it's easy to say that some people will weather the storm. If you have the millions upon millions and millions, you're going to be okay. The things that Hassan has gone away with, I know for a fact if I did one of those things, anything like that, or anyone else who I've collaborated, if we did anything like that, man, woo. That door will be slammed so fast. Oh, wow, look, I slapped so hard, I broke the illusion. How could you break the illusion, kid? How could you do that? Magic, that's why. YouTube and social media don't want you to know that I got magic powers. Hold on. Sneezing on air, my biggest fear. I hate it. Anyways. Let's see. Hey, Kit, the audio is very low. You might want to boost it in production. She was basically crying about how she's not making a lot of views, not making a lot of money, which I would say, hey, join the club. Everyone across the board is struggling. And if you don't have one of those backers or one of those big time donors, you're not going to be standing too tall. Everyone's been seeing the same thing. Everyone's been hit. Everyone's been hit on social media. Most recently, like here, I just want to share this with you guys. Okay. And this has to deal with, I'm going to encourage all of you, hey, real quick, because YouTube responds to AI concerns as 12 million channels were terminated in 2025. Just a quick reminder, this is our Linktree, Peachtree, YouTube, X, Rumble, Kick, Patreon, Substack, Discord, Instagram. Please share our content on social media. Join us on Patreon. Patron supporters, you keep the show alive at this point. All right. And that's that. And you know what? If you can be a patron supporter, awesome. If you cannot, just share our content. We share our links on social media. Just support, share, help us grow. We love you. That's all we can say at this point, because I see something really scary coming our way. All right. Now, to be clear here, some of these 12 million channels could be just really deplorable, channels or fake AI channels, but also these 12 million in that are actual real content creators that are trying to do the grind, do the work. And AI is going to be a real thing. YouTube has responded to a creator who pointed out that the platform has terminated over 12 million channels in 2025 as the site continues to face backlash for its moderation policies. So I don't know. One day, will you wake up? Will Sappy Sabs, Jimmy Dore, Do Dissidents, Hardlands Media, INN, everybody else in between will be... You got to treat it as real. You have to. You have to. Because, look, you could program AI. Once that AI program is going on, it's like the Ed 209. Drop your weapon. You have 15 seconds to comply. YouTube started taking heat in December 2025 after it began using AI to moderate creators' content. This resulted in a wave of backlash from creators who felt their channels had been unfairly punished by AI. And I've been noticing that too. It's like we've been punished. Everyone's been punished. For instance, one YouTuber speculated YouTube's AI had age-regulated his video after mistaking laughter and audio track for graphic content. So it means if you laugh, ha 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 ha, that isn't what how graphic is that? What is that? Something from adult content? Yeah. Another YouTuber claimed that the site's AI banned her reaction video over child safety concerns, but took no action against the original video that she watched in her upload. Despite vocal feedback from creators, YouTube CEO Neil Mohan confirmed that the company will continue to utilize AI to moderate content on its platform, saying AI will make our ability to detect and enforce on volatile content better, more precise, and able to cope with scale. I miss Susan. Susan was more reasonable. And that's saying a lot. And if you know what I'm referencing, hey, good to see you, my fellow veteran. Good to see you. YouTube responds to concerns after 12 million channels terminated in 2025. A wave of creators reported that their channels have been punished or even outright terminated over the last few weeks, with many citing the possibility of YouTube's AI being to blame. One of these creators, animator Nani Josh, claimed his channel, which boasted over 650,000 subscribers, was nuked by the site for spam scam content. How? In November. But he says the channel didn't have any content that fits such description. No human oversight, huh? He called out YouTube in a scathing X post on December 11th, noting the site had terminated over 12 million channels from January to September 2025, which he speculated was the work of YouTube's apparent AI. So January, remember in January when I said things were going to get crazy? Just like, you know what? I'm gonna be a broken record, just like the T-Rex escaping from Jurassic Park, the first movie, the good one. And Ian Malcolm says, I hate it when I'm right. Yeah, this was going on. And I'm scared for next year. Here we go. Are we really supposed to believe 12 million creators all violated policies? And I'm going to say no. He asked in a post on X, did every one of them get a fair human review, or is AI just wiping out channels whenever it feels like it? This is a total number. This number should terrify every creator on YouTube. And you know what? Hey, somebody clip this. Somebody clip this. Quote me on it. Go ahead right now in 3, 2, 1. To all my content creators, friends, allies, enemies, trolls, let us put aside our differences just for this one thing. This number, 12,460,248 channels getting terminated, should frighten all of you. This is not a good thing for our entire ecosphere. No matter what genre you cover, where you politically align, what generation you're part of, we need to have a bold coalition for the agreement for YouTube to stop with this AI moderation and reverse many of its disastrous policies. From small-time creators to big creators, this is a call for unity. I'm not asking everyone to be friends. I'm not asking for that. I am not asking one to forgive any past grievances. What I am asking for is a unified coalition for people to get together to make it very clear to YouTube and to let their audiences know of the unfair practices that are going to be taking place. And if we do not unify, if we do not stand up, a lot of us could get hit hard. And I'm saying this even to my friends and allies across the political spectrum, and even enemies too. Why not? We could be friends just for this one small moment, allies at least, maybe not friends, but we can work together on this because it will be devastating. Here, I will zoom in. January, March 2025, 2,897,659 channels removed. April to June 2025, 2,105,778 channels removed. July, September 2025, 7,456,811 channels removed. That's over 12,460,248 channels deleted in just 9 months. 12 million channels. Just want to go a little bit more into this. There's a little bit more into the tweet. Are we really supposed to believe? Hold on, let me zoom in. My apologies. Are we really supposed to believe 12 million creators all violated policies? Did every one of them get a fair human review? Or is YouTube's AI just wiping out channels whenever it feels like? My channel was one of them. No strikes, no warnings, no violations. Destroyed overnight, labeled as spam for absolutely nothing. We're not numbers, we're creators, and we deserve transparency, accountability, and a real human review. Human review. Human review. Human. HUMAN review. Note, these numbers come directly from YouTube's official transparency report. Team YouTube, the creators deserve answers. All I'm asking for is one real human review on my case. Silence shouldn't be silence shouldn't be the punishment for my hard work. Creators deserve fairness. Creators deserve real answers. This should not have happened to this person or anyone else. Surprisingly, hey, look at this. Surprisingly, Team YouTube's official X account took notice of Josh's post and gave a response. In the reply, they claimed that these bans in this most recent quarter were a result of specific financial scam out of Southeast Asia and explained that a terminated channel doesn't necessarily mean a creator has been fully banned. You're right that over 12 million... Hold on. Let's check this out here. Because it got community noted too. Oopsie. Here from Team YouTube. You're right that over 12 million channels have been terminated this year, but it varies. For example, 20.5 million channels were terminated in the fourth quarter of 2023 alone. Channels terminated doesn't mean creators terminated. Oh, yes, it does. Yes, it does. This quarter, the spike in terminations was largely due to specific financial scam out of Southeast Asia led to millions of terminations. Regarding your channel, human reviewers on our policy team confirmed your channel was correctly terminated. What? We shared all the details with you over DM and can follow up with you for any other questions. 3, 2, 1. Hold on. In the name of the God Emperor of mankind, the Emperor protects. Community noted. YouTube never sent this user a DM. YouTube never sent this user a DM. Hey, stand tall, my friend.
You were born a man and you will die a man. You were born a man and you will die a man.
Exactly. Hey, YouTube, listen, here's something else how I feel. You didn't send this user a DM. Hold on.
Amazing. 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 Amazing.
And how do people feel about the AI program? I think universally, I'm going to speak for everybody. Kid, how dare you speak for everybody? You can't speak for everybody. Yes, I can for this one moment about the AI moderation. Here's what I think about it.
Here's what I think about it.
Exactly. YouTube did not send that user a DM. That's not all. YouTube doubled down on Nanny Justice channel ban, claiming it was correctly terminated by human reviewers on its policy site team. The site's response has been met with mixed reactions from users, with many non-pulsed by its explanation of events. We've investigated ourselves and found no wrongdoing. You don't even fix mistakes unless a creator goes viral on X. This is the latest news to come from YouTube's AI moderation after popular Pokemon YouTuber Splashpace's channel was reinstated on December 10th, which he claimed was unfairly banned for content theft after a different creator stole and re-uploaded his own video. Oh. Which, by the way, Nani Josh says, I'm still waiting for the DM you mentioned, Team YouTube. Team YouTube, did you get a response? Hey, let's work together as a family. Let's work together as a family and see if anyone there you go. Did YouTube oh wait, they finally did give him a response. Let's read it together. By the way, I think 2026 is going to be rough. YouTube hit me with a violation I literally had to Google. What is going on? They finally DM'd me. Incentivized spam? Bro, what even is that? Are you kidding me, Team YouTube? You hit my channel. It's a policy I literally had to Google because I've never heard of it. What is this? Why is this? Who even uses this? Now it's obvious 100 that there was nothing wrong from my side. My views were organic. My videos were pushed by YouTube's own recommendations. I've never used anything artificial in my life. So now tell me how my channel gets labeled with something I don't even do or know. This isn't a violation. This is a system error, 100%. And a seriously unfair accusation of me and my channel. Team YouTube, please let a real human specialist review my case. This is a completely wrong accusation of me. Here's what they said. Can I get a response? We've seen your continued posts and understand this is really hard. Oh, God. That's not even how a person talks. As we previously shared, our policy team reviewed the whole channel, including your appeals, and confirmed the decision is correct. Specifically, within the spam, scams, and deceptive practices policies, your channel was terminated for incentivized spam. To clarify, YouTube doesn't allow content that sells engagement metrics such as views, likes, comments, or any other metric on YouTube. This type of spam can also include content where the only purpose is to boost subscribers, views, and other metrics. That's the whole point of the game on YouTube. You got to boost subscribers. Anyone that tells you something differently is lying to you. You can find more on this policy here, assuming you've already seen this page, but you can look specifically at the incentivization spam policy. This will be our last follow-up with you since we've shared all the information we have on your case. Thank you for being patient while we've continued to dig into it to get the additional info above. Really appreciate your understanding. Are you kidding me? Incentivized spam? Really? I don't even know what that is. Team YouTube. Team YouTube, why would you do that? See, people think I'm crazy when I talk about the censorship. It's okay. It's okay, guys. It's okay. It's perfectly okay. I know, guys. It's starting to get a little nuts out here. Oh, and by the way, happy belated birthday, Jacqueline Jack H. What else we have here? And Arctic, you're not wrong. When they never have they been a-holes, right? And they did not review shite, obviously. Absolutely. Let's see. And see, Mr. Moto So. Hey, there's a red fox instead of Firefox. There you go. Let's see. True. Then the viewers need to boycott too. I would say this right now. What's in the horizon for us all on social media? I fear that there's going to be a real big hit to all of us in content creation. Now, I'm glad that we have a very loyal audience. Many of you have told me that you've been unsubscribed or not being notified, which is why, again, I say please consider being a patron supporter because you'll get the live show there. Join our Discord. Join our Substack. Follow us on X. Follow us on Rumble. Join us on Kick. Because at this point, I don't know what lies in store for YouTube, but I will not be surprised if we get hit more with this. And that goes for everybody. And I want all my colleagues in independent media to put aside your differences. Okay? We have to work together. And I hope these words do fall on everyone's ears, all right? I do hope so. Remember that. Keep your heads on a swivel here, folks. It's only going to get crazier. It's only going to get crazier. So there you go. And Brain Wolf, I'm going to give you the final word on this one. Other platforms will rise the more censorship continues. People will seek the truth. Absolutely. Yep, exactly. Let me read a couple of super chats here. Did the black garlic come through DM now? Let me go ahead and read it. Let's go read it. Let's tune it up. Roger Meadows sent me a super chat here. Oh, finally it did. Hang on. Open. Okay, so let's see. Neither black nor white garlic is definitely better. They're different. Black garlic offers enhanced antioxidants and sweet umami flavor from aging, while white garlic provides pungent acetylene and vitamins, making them suited for different culinary uses, though black garlic powder often has more beneficial compounds. Oh, black garlic is considered to be more potent in antioxidants. Oh, wow, you get vitamin C. Hey, no pungency, mild, sweet, and leaves no garlicky breath. Yeah, see, I like black garlic. Black garlic's good. But hey, white garlic's good too. I love all the garlic, black and white. It's just, and I love all the ladies. There you go. There you go. See, look at that. All right, Roger Meadows. Thank you for that. Thank you that. Shout out to Roger Meadows. There you go. And what else is load? There you go. Okay, it reduces blood pressure and everything else. See, this is why we have Wendy Carballo's awesome and great stuff on our Discord. So there, see, you learn something new every day, all the time, every time. There you go. Jacqueline Jack H from Britannia. I think YouTube doesn't count live streams as views. Thanks, Mastermind. I love you, dude. Have seen AI No Pants Kit. Channel is blowing up. All right. I have a confession. I'm not wearing a kilt. And I'm not wearing pants. Sweatpants. Listen, it's cold outside. I need more coffee. It's cold outside. Listen. Oh, well, gee, kid, you're not dressed up for us. Unsubscribe. Well, yeah, well, you know what, man? I'm cold. Want to be warm. Also, Trump's executive order from Roger Meadows, tip $5. Thank you for the generosity. Trump's executive order ban on states' ability to regulate AI deeply unpopular. It was so unpopular that they were not able to get it into the big, beautiful bill. I feel I'm the only person that paid attention to Terminator. Why is that? Why is that? Why is that? Why is that? Okay. And Jacqueline Jack H, happy birthday, belated birthday. Sweatpants counts as pants kit. You're covered. Yeah, owning the libs. Owning the libs. And old man Barker in the house. There you go. Not Baker, Barker. All right. I love garlic. Yes. Who doesn't love? All of us Italians love garlic. There you go. When Kit wears them, they are sweet pants, not sweatpants. Hey. Kit's in Chicago. By the way, I feel. Hey, listen. If you're a Bears fan, listen. I'm a casual fan, right? I'm a little upset with the Bears. Okay, I am. I got my reasons. But if you're a Bears fan right now at Soldiers Field, you are built differently. I love you. Be safe because I know it's cold as hell out there. It's 1 degree outside. Okay. And same here. Harlan's Media did not show up in my end-year wrap-up. I think the left is being suppressed big time. You're right. Hey, Hassan, I know you watch my show. I know a lot of you watch my show. We have about 57,000 plus subscribers here. And I'm going to tell you something. I want everyone to know when we go live. I'm going to be that selfish. I think I'm allowed to be greedy here. Let's just a little personal note. Just a little personal note. I want my subscribers to be notified because you subscribe to my channel, and yeah, I don't know, when you put the work in, a viewer watches the show. It's a miracle I have all of you here, which is why I encourage Discord, Substack, and Patreon, because at least you'll get the YouTube live stream link. And like, hey, we'll clip the show. The Sunday brunch is like a big special long show for all of you. Can AI decipher Kamala cackle? I don't know. And cha says still no notification on Kick. Well, I'll have to do something about that. Absolutely. And look, hey, I'm gonna be real with you guys. I like to talk a lot about Kick, but hey, I love Kick. I think there's a lot of potential on Kick. I really do. I think there is, but I've got to do a follow-up to this because this is a very sad story, but people need to know what's going on. France pushes for nationwide Kick ban after streamer died following torture broadcast. Excuse me, sneezing on air, my biggest fear. So France pushes for a nationwide Kick ban. Kick is now at risk at being blocked in France after the deaths of French streamer Jean Provolone triggered a national outcry after sweeping judicial response. Raphael Gavin, also known as Jean Provolone, died at age 46 on August 18th while streaming on Kick. His death followed what French media described as 10 days of torture on air involving creators who pretended to be his friend or said that they were his friends. Allegations in the ongoing investigation include physical abuse, forced ingestion of substances, and extended sleep deprivation. I have seen the videos. I will not play any of those videos. The one video in particular that really hit my heart is when his mother called him and begged him to stop. The platform also cut ties with French marketing agency after the public backlash. Kick swiftly banned the two alleged friends of this guy. France's Minister of Digital Affairs and AI, Carla Chapez, condemned the ordeal as humiliation and mistreatment. Judicial investigation was opened shortly after. No charges have been filed so far, and an autopsy found Provolone's death was not directly caused by other individuals' intervention. The streamers maintained the events were consensual and staged, yet he was being slapped around, pushed around by his quote-unquote friends. They were not his friends. They were not his friends. But what I find interesting that his mother insisted that the two friends, Naruto and Safine, are great people and never mistreated him except once in the gym. Those videos beg to differ. Okay, Kickface is banned throughout France. And Nice prosecutor's office has opened an investigation into aggravated intentional violence, failure to assist a person in danger, and endangerment of life. According to multiple French outlets, the Paris court will rule December 19th on the government's request to block access to Kick within France. Exactly. That's the problem. And while, this live stream, he was a very popular Kick live streamer. Raphael was. The fact that it was being promoted and no one was really putting a stop to it says a lot. Kick's legal team said that the platform has already removed all content connected to Provolone. They also raised a constitutional challenge against Article 6-3 of the law Confidence in the Digital Economy, which allows the government to order preventative platform restrictions. Former Digital Affairs Minister Carla Chapez filed a separate lawsuit against Kick on September 22 for using that same provision. Kick argued that enforcing Article 6-3 in this case would violate freedom of expression and punish millions of users for the actions of a few banned channels. You have that oversight. And again, there's oversight and then there's too much oversight, So, yeah, devastating. Devastating indeed. Green Wolf. The answer is it happened. He died on air. Everyone was asleep. And he died. You see his last moments. So, yes, there was the video. It happened. To answer your question, the answer was, did anyone know that he was going to die that day? No. But it happened. And there is a precise video moment in the live stream when it goes down. It's absolutely horrific. It's terrible. Yeah. It happens. You see his last gasps of air. You see it happen. Also, bad cookies. Keep this in mind, folks. What they do overseas in Europe is a testing ground for what they want to do over here in the States. Absolutely. I would say ban the channels and hold his quote-unquote friends accountable. I mean, at no point in time, because they were doing a 10-day challenge, live streaming, but streaming 24 hours is an absolute nutcase thing to do. Yes, it is. It is messed up. It's terrible. But it was captured. I will say this again. Yes, it was captured. I will never play that video. It is out there. It happened. And if you want to look deeper into it, you will see him getting slapped around, pushed around by his quote unquote friends. Oh, those aren't friends. Okay. There you go. There you go. Rest in peace, Ralph. But, you know, see, that's the thing with Kick. You have these nuisance streamers. You have these, and I'm not going to call them shock jocks because that's an insult to shock jocks back in the day because I remember that stuff. But you have people out there being so extreme. And, you know, Asmund Gold said it best. Like, you know, and I did a segment on where one day one of these nuisance streamers, you know, who do these criminal activities, oh, wait, it's already happened. People have lost their lives. It's just going to become more of a thing. It's like an episode of Black Mirror. How did this happen? How did this happen? How did it happen? And it happened. The answer is a lot. It happened a lot. So now we do move on to another segment here. Do I do a coach or a brain? You know what? I'm going to do the brain. All right, everyone. If you're eating, don't vomit. California family says funeral director gave them a bag with their own son's brain in it. A family of 27-year-old Alexander Panon has filed a lawsuit claiming the funeral director, Anita Sai, gave them their son's brain instead of his clothes. Now, I'm not a doctor. I am not a scientist. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a professor. I'm not a politician. I am no one in high authority. I'm just an average man. I try to do the best I can with what's before me, and sometimes life's challenges are too much for me. But, you know, I try and push forward, and I try and stay strong every day, you know, with the challenges. Then this year, the year of the snake, was very tough. But controversial statement here. Ring. Hello, I'm the funeral director. Yes, we would like our son's clothes back. Okay, absolutely. How can you confuse clothes for brain? Somebody, how do you mix that up? Was Igor the assistant? No offense to anyone named Igor, but, you know, I had to mention the Frankenstein reference, okay? Which, by the way, I saw that new Frankenstein movie. Very good. Very good. I think it was great. But there you go. Here, you don't have to believe me. You don't have to believe me.
How do you give a father his son's brains and not a bag of clothing? Anita.
Yeah, you heard it. A father has filed a lawsuit saying a funeral director gave him a bag with what was supposed to be his son's clothing. But once he got home, he realized the bag contained his son's brain.
They wanted to do what's right for their son, and they wanted to have a dignified farewell for him.
Sam Rahabis filed a lawsuit for the family that says they agreed to pay Lima more than $10,000 for a full-service memorial tribute package. They also wanted to give nicer clothes for Alex to wear during the burial service and asked the funeral director to return what he was wearing at the time of death. The lawsuit says Anita Singh handed Alex's father a bag. He went home to put it straight into the laundry, and out tumbled brain.
Oh, God! Oh, my God, no! Oh, he put it in the laundry. Oh, my God. Oh. Oh, my God. I didn't know it was that bad. Holy sh.
They also wanted to give nicer clothes for Alex to wear during the burial service.
I'm already seeing the comments in chat. No.
And asked the funeral director to return what he was wearing at the time of death. The lawsuit says Anita Singh handed Alex's father a bag. He went home to put it straight into the laundry, and out tumbled brain material into the washing machine.
To them at that point, they had no idea that it was their son's brain that was in the washing machine. They didn't know if it was mixed up with somebody else's brain, whether it was their son's. They had not a single idea.
Alex's father scooped out the brain, put it back in the bag, and returned it to Anita Singh at the funeral home.
Miss Singh took the bag back from him, never disclosed whose brain it was, never gave information, no apologies, and said, I'll take that from here.
The next day, Alex was buried at Oak Hill Memorial Cemetery. Weeks later, the lawsuit says, a whistleblower who works at the funeral home came forward to confirm it was Alex's brain in that bag, and that after the mix-up, funeral director Anita Singh placed it in a box and left it outside in the funeral home's courtyard for 2.5 months. Finally,
Good Lord, say that again?
Anita Singh placed it in a box and left it outside in the funeral home's courtyard for 2.5 months. Finally, an employee spotted the box with the bag inside and became overwhelmed with the smell of a rotting human brain.
Don't get me wrong, errors can happen, but what cannot happen and what should not happen is that you cover up your errors. And that's what the funeral home has done here.
The Lima family funeral home referred me to its owner, Service Corporation International, or SCI, the largest funeral service company in North America. They operate under the Dignity Memorial brand, pledging reliable service.
We need to get
Reliable service. Oh, that's out the window.
every detail right the first time, every time.
SCI spokesperson Christopher James sent me an email. Due to active litigation, we won't be commenting on this matter. My next stop was the Lima Family Chapel looking for the funeral director.
An office manager told me Anita Singh did work here, but she left for good 2 weeks ago.
I was able to catch up with the funeral director as she arrived home.
I'm Dan Noyes from Channel 7. How do you give a father his son's brains and not a bag of clothing? Anita.
Singh just backed away.
Anything to
Wow.
say to the family?
I scheduled an interview with Alex Pignon's parents, but they were too emotional and decided they couldn't talk about their ordeal just yet. In the meantime, their lawsuit moves forward, and their lawyers are negotiating a plan to reunite Alex's brain with the rest of him, already buried at Oak Hill.
We don't know the extent of how much suffering they're going to go through for the remainder of their life, but I can tell you it's something that they're never going to forget. It's something they're going to have to live with forever.
Yeah. Absolutely god awful and terrible. I mean, I knew it was bad, but it's absolute. Hey, it's an evil world out there. Condolences to the family. I am so sorry this happened to you. And run that funeral director home and their corporate owners in the dirt. Because how the hell could you confuse clothes for brains? Again, I'm not an expert. Not an expert. I'm just a guy that's just overwhelmed. It's a man trying to live in a world understandably out of my control. But clothes, brain. Clothes, brain. Clothes, brain. There's a difference. Get the clothes. Shirt, jacket, pants, socks, shoes, hat, clothes. You know? How do you mess that up? So the family had to go through that. And then finally, folks, just one other story here too from local news. Now, I can't confirm on this one, but if it is, it's fascinating. You know the whole thing of fitting a profile? You know, when the news is looking for a missing person? A little girl was looking for her father. A little girl was looking for her pops. And hey, when a person's missing, hey, you want to find them. No matter how old or young they are, you want to find them, okay? Losing a loved one is very serious, especially if no one has seen where they're at. I mean, this is a crazy world. People do disappear. But this by far, we're going to end Sunday brunch on a high note.
Just received an urgent message from police. They're looking for a missing dad.
The little girl drew a picture of her pops. You know what? Fantastic.
The girl only had a drawing of her father. She didn't have a photo, just this drawing of her her father.
Have an update from police.
Officers have now located the father just moments ago.
Let's just just received an urgent message from police. They're looking for a missing dad.
It has a happy ending. Okay? It's a happy ending. It's a happy ending. They found the guy. And you know what? That little kid's got a future. Okay? That little kid's got a future. That little kid's got a future in drawing, okay? I don't know if it's AI. Possibly it is. AI strikes again. But it's pretty good. Pretty good. There you go.
Moments ago.
Let's just
Future sketch artist. Accord Lord. Go to Subway. Go to Subway now. Get to the Subway. Get to the effing Subway right now. I told y'all we're going to have some fun. Anyways, to all of you tuning in, this has been Sunday Brunch. I hope all of you are doing well. I hope that you are able to be made aware when our show goes live. Hit the like button if you haven't done so already. Keep being awesome. Keep being beautiful out there. It's a very scary, dangerous world out there, and I'm very worried about the censorship. Folks, again, if you want to help out Heartlands Media, our Linktree, Peachtree is in the description box below. We appreciate all the support we can get. YouTube, please double check and triple check you're subscribed. X, Rumble, Kick, Patreon, Substack, Discord, Instagram. Let us help get Roger Meadows' X account back, please, if we haven't done so already. Let's do that. Let's be polite. I know it's asking a lot. Do that. Join our Discord. Join our Substack. Consider being a patron supporter. I know times are tough for a lot of people, and I get it, but this is a way, in case YouTube doesn't notify you, at least some form on Discord, on X, on Substack, and on Patreon, you will be made aware when we go live. And also, hopefully, you'll get our notifications too. Being a patron supporter, guess what? You get a special Saturday patron show with me. Guess what? It's only for patron supporters, and you get to ask me anything, talk to me, hang out with me. I'm going to try and make it more interactive, reaching out to people. Hopefully, we could do some more cool stuff there. And then finally, folks, we appreciate any support for our GoFundMe as we raise funds to fight this legal nightmare that we are in. We appreciate all the solidarity and support as we continue to push forward. It's been a rough year, but any which way you guys can share our GoFundMe, be it on Reddit, Discord, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, X, YouTube, any of that good stuff is greatly appreciated. And we salute all of the people that are here with us in this ridiculous, stupid nightmare. One day it will end, and I'm looking forward to that day. And I'm very grateful to every single person that's been supporting us. I sent out my thank you letters. Merry Christmas, happy holidays. I will try and do a Christmas live stream for all of you lovely, beautiful people. And right now, we got ourselves a little bit of some Jesse Jet. I know it's been a while since we did some Jesse Jet. I know we did a little while before we had some Jesse Jet. So let me go ahead and at least hang out with you guys with some Jesse Jet, deep pop culture, as we should. Until then, take good care, be awesome, be beautiful. You know what? No, I'm going to do something else. It's been a while since we played this one. It's been a while, a long while. By the way, again, keep your heads on a swivel. Drink that water. To my Chicago audience, be safe. To the people who are at the Bears game, you're better than me. You're stronger than me. You got my support, all right? Also, I want to make sure we got want to give a shout out to Eric Hoos and Roger Meadows. Thank you for your super chats and kindness. I don't know if Rumble, I'm not seeing anyone comment in the Rumble chat. I don't know what's going on there. Let me refresh the page. X people. All right. I'm not okay. I'm not. Rumble people. How come you're not commenting? What's going on? All right. But kick people. as always, you get a little special end credit. So there you go. And I'm disappearing. So I'm up out of here. I'm going on the Fury Road. I'm going to get a little Charlie Brown Christmas tree. I love you.
And you don't stop. Just push through and you don't stop. Broken and bruised, you don't stop. Coughing up fluid, you don't stop. Alright, fresh from the mines that brought you King Midas. Sign of the times, call me Homo detritus. Karma's a beast and its fleas make a plague look childish. Are we home of the brave or the best or the brightest? None of the above, and my answer's as final as one wrong look at one of Brooklyn's finest. Now Barack was a real class act, better walk to The Hague, so stylish, where he could perch on a warlord's throne, made a little known Middle East drone violence. Buddy, they were logging mileage while you and your smartphone were both on silent. Too busy hailing Barack as a well-spoken token that prejudice was dead and America had woken up and all along our bigotry was thriving. In a rising red vitriolic tide so thick that it is binding, like a contract of slavery they gave us in writing. Loophole amendments that lay on their minds and then go into hiding, so they can legislate slaves to a 20-cent wage if they're on the inside. The road isn't long, it is wide, and there's not much winding. They just lead you to a lifetime of small crime, bring you back and put you in a line, doing sweatshop labor for a couple fucking dimes. And you can spend your whole life here being beaten by a staff of steroid gym rat white nationals. Do it all for Nike, buddy, do it for the Capitol, do it for the guards so they'll treat you like an animal. Do it when you're sick or you're sore cause you have to. Do it so the prison shareholders can roll in their dough and remodel their bathrooms with walk-in showers that might be a little bit bigger than the cell where you spend 20 hours of your 24, maybe more. They don't count it anymore. They just need you well enough to move a product out the door. They just got a marble countertop and all new tile floors. Heated fucking seats on a bidet that you help them afford. But they won't lift a finger if your warden goes overboard, makes your common area an unspoken COVID ward. Lets you intermingle like he hadn't really done before. Now there's a lot of pits dug up in the yard, all numbered, and he still won't tell you what the number's for. But it's gotta be a warning. And probably the kind that you might need thunder for. When the realization strikes, they've been grouping you tight and restricting your time outside. It won't take a genius to link it to all of the coughing that's keeping you up every night. So if you can't abide slaves, I'll state the case plain. A prisoner shares the same rights. And your tax dollars are lining the pockets of those who ensure that the luxuries of medicine and showers are consistently denied. And you can spend 8 years if you're black because you burned up a trash can, but you won't see any time if you rape when you're young and you're white. And in 5 years' time, that white rapist guy gets a job as a guard where he finds a new prey to dehumanize. And it's ingrained as a part of our system of justice so deeply that it's not scrutinized. And if we're talking capital punishment, all of these assholes with bludgeons who call themselves justice could probably be euthanized. Rather than giving them 70 humans to supervise, torture, and brutalize. Sensitivity training can't teach you the value of human life. It's a message that's basic. Our nature has shaped it and culture is born out of breaking it down and then seeing it crucified. I feel like I'm watching every day with exponentially more lucid eyes, till I'm drooling out my cheek and down my side, and my eyes are the dullest shade of overdose white. When just a dose of reality hits like an overdose might. It's a gross mentality that keeps this country going. Makes you wonder why we're keeping it alive. And we don't stop. Just push through and you don't stop. Coughing up fluid, you don't stop. Guards gang rape you and you don't stop. They take your commissary, you don't stop. Your mother's being buried, you don't stop. When nothing is forgiven, you don't stop. When life's not living, you don't stop. You just push through and you don't stop. Coughing up fluid, you don't stop. God's gang rape you and you don't stop. Broken and bruised, you don't stop. They take your commentary, you don't stop. Your madness being buried, you don't stop. When nothing is forgiven, you don't stop. When life's not living, you don't stop.